Here's a quick video about how to use your Google Drive and your Office 365 Drive. Um, I'll show you how to access it and then share it. So if you want to access your Google Drive, I'm just going to close this, open a new window. You just have to go to Google, so google.com. Um, you'll have to go ahead and log into your MSJC account. So I'll show you kind of starting from the beginning how to do that. So here's the Google website. I'm going to sign in. Just to kind of go through the whole thing, I'm going to use another account because you probably don't have your MSJC email account in there, but you can use your MSJC email as your password, or I'm sorry, your username, and then your password is just the password for your MSJC email account. And then if I did that right, I should be logged in. So I can tell I'm logged into Google now because it has this letter up in the corner, and that letter is the first letter of your first name. So you should see an S. And to get to the Google Drive, which is where you can store things, you have to click on this grid, which is all the Google apps. And then you can see one of the Google apps is the Google Drive. So I'm going to click into that. So now here's my drive. I've got a few things in there for sure. But what I want to do now, because I want to share pictures, which is what you're trying to do, is I'm just going to create a new folder. So I think probably the best way for you to do this is just to create a folder for each lab or for each topic, whatever you would like. So I'm going to create a folder for lab 16 DNA fingerprinting, and I'm just going to call it pictures because that's what I'm going to put in there. So I'm going to create that, and it should pop up. So here's the folder I created. I'm going to click on it. Got to double click it, and here in the folder you can see I can drop files in, and the files I want to drop in are the picture files that I created. So I'm going to go over to this folder where I've been saving these files. So I know you've been doing a lot of scanning, and you've probably got folders of picture files, and I'm gonna take all these picture files here for lab 16, and I'm just gonna drag them into this this Google Drive folder. It's going to take a second for it to copy them all in, but once it's done, it should say complete over here, and I can just go ahead and close this window, and you can see this folder now has all of these pictures in it. And now I could share this folder with other people. So the way I'm going to do that is if you click on the folder name up here, and we're going to start with share, okay? And the tricky part is we need to, the easiest way to do this is to make it open to everyone if they have the link. And to do that, we have to go to this advanced area. So I'm going to click on advanced, and I'm going to change this access to public, okay? So if you prefer, you could also change it to anyone with the link. I'm going to choose public because it makes it absolutely the easiest for anyone to find it, but you can decide if that concerns you, that anyone with the link should work fine as well. I'm going to switch this to can organize, add, and edit. So if anybody wants to add more stuff in there, they can. And I'm going to save. Right. So now this link up here allows people to organize, add, and edit into that drive, and I'll show you how that works in a second, but you'll want to copy this link and save it somewhere. So I'll just go ahead, I'm just going to make a new Word document here, and I'm going to put Lab 16 Pictures Google folder, okay, and just save the link there for a second. All right, so I'm done here. And now I just want to show you what that link is going to look like. So I'm going to open up a different web browser. I'm just going to do Firefox here. And I'm going to paste that link in. So here's the link. And I'm going to click on it, bring it up. And you can see that even though I'm not signed in, because this is public, you can see that I have access to it, and I can share that link with anyone, and anyone can get to these pictures, and they could download them all if they want. So that's probably the easiest way to share a bunch of files with someone. And if that someone also has a Google Drive, I think that, or a Google account. Let's see if I can make this work real quick. Then they could, let's go with a different one. This account, if they log in with their Google account, they should be able to add things as well. So that would be a way that you could work with others and share things. There is quite a bit of space in your Google Drive, so I think that will work really well. Okay, so that's Google, and then what you would do once you have these folders with pictures is you could email the link, so remember this link here, to anyone you want to share those pictures. All right.